Before reviewing Oculus, I feel we should know just what an Oculus is. According to the internet, one of the definitions is a circular window. Window, huh? And the movie's about a mirror. I think we can tell where this is going. Yes, Oculus uses the age-old story of there being something unknown on the other side of the looking glass. It focuses on two siblings that reunite after 11 years, during which the brother resided in a mental home and the sister obsessed over the whereabouts and history of a Jedi mind trick playing mirror they believe is directly responsible for not only their parents' deaths, but the deaths of over 40 people over the last 400 years. Heading off the list of gripes I had with this film is the casting. Not the acting. Karen Gillan is rather good in the lead role of Kaylee, and you'd never know she actually speaks with a thick Scottish accent in her everyday life. But the decision to cast Katee Sackhoff as an everyday housewife is an odd one to me. Knowing her from Battlestar Galactica and most recently Riddick, where she plays Space Marines, it was hard for me to buy into her as a meek, easily overpowered mother of two. On the other side of the coin, the film uses a lot of flashback sequences, and the girl they got to portray Karen Gillan's younger self literally has no resemblance to her aside from having red hair. The fact that several scenes cut directly between close-ups of both actresses' faces only accentuates how little they look alike, making the scenes rather jarring. Nitpicks aside, the film's main problem is that its pacing is all over the place. The first hour is painfully slow. Plot progression is practically non-existent until Karen Gillan's character drops the entire history of the mirror in about 5 minutes flat. Then in the second half, the film gets so caught up in trying to trick the viewer into questioning what's real, it ends up losing itself instead, and completely falls apart if you bother asking even the most basic of questions like, once finding out the mirror only affects people within a 30-foot radius, why wouldn't you just stay 31 feet away at all times? And why would you bring the mirror back to the place where everything went horribly wrong the first time and expect different results? Isn't that what they say is the very definition of insanity? Maybe that's the point, but my point is that Oculus fails at being scary, making sense, or even being very entertaining. In fact, the high point of the film for me was watching Katee Sackhoff being put in a sleeper hold and remembering that the film was produced by WWE Studios. Yes, that WWE. 2 out of 5.
It's just one of your night terrors. It's okay.